Hi everyone, it's Teresa Faulhaber, your elite designer in South Dakota, and this is my good friend Trudy. And today we're going to talk to you about tips on vendor events and how to make them successful. Okay, so number one, why hold a vendor event? Because I realize not all of you like to do that, but some of you do and some of you just don't know how. And I'm not saying that I have the most successful vendors in the whole wide world, but I like to think that I do. Anyway, I love doing them because I am so social. I like to be around a lot of people. So that's your number one reason why you would want to have a vendor event, to get yourself in front of a lot of people. That way you have a better chance of getting bookings and recruits and getting some emails too, so that you can make an email list and send out your email ideas on our Mialisia versatile jewelry. So you want to be in front of a lot of people. Yes, you can be in front of a lot of people at an in-home show, but if you want to be in front of a lot of people, you'll want to do a vendor event. Okay, so that's the first reason why. The second reason why is we're such a brand new company that a vendor event is the best and I think the greatest way to get the word out about Mialisia. I know Annalise and Sean did that for years. They went to vendor events. It's the best way to get the word out about us. And so that's kind of a couple reasons why I think you should do a vendor event. And I think you should try at least one just to give it a try and see what you think. Okay, so here's a few tips for a successful vendor event, okay? Number one, the way your booth looks makes a big difference. You wouldn't think so, but it does. Have you ever been to a vendor event where you're walking down those aisles and something just catches your eye? That's because the booth looked really good. So you'll want to make your booth look really pretty. Right now, I'm getting ready for a vendor event this weekend. It's a pretty big one. One of my girls, Teresa Faulhaber, and I are going to do this together, and it should be quite fun. It's a holiday event, and so we made our booth holiday, and I'm going to show you. I just set it up today. I'm going to show you kind of what we're thinking. So we're going with red and black because of the holidays. And see those lit up branches? Aren't they pretty? I got those at Walmart, by the way. They totally will catch people's eyes. I'm not kidding you. And you know what? We'll probably hang jewelry off those branches too. I wouldn't put it past me. Okay, so just kind of looking around, just want to make it pretty, not super cluttery, something that's very eye-pleasing. I like to do an L-shaped. Can you kind of see past Trudy here? Here's a table and here's a table. It is in the shape of an L. Maybe you could see it better back this way. I don't know if you can see it real good or not, but I like to do a shape of an L, and then I like to have a table here out front. Okay, now on my table out front here I have this cute little stocking. Isn't he cute? I love him. He's all sparkly. That's gonna catch people's eye, okay, when they walk by my booth. Now the reason I do an L shape is because I like to invite them in once they get their eye caught on something they like. Now my good friend Trudy here, she helps me catch people's eye by what I put on her. Now right now, so whatever's big right now will be sparkly things. People are getting ready for the holidays and for New Year's Eve. And so we're going to put sparkly on Trudy, and this will catch people's eye to make them actually stop so that I can talk to them. It's a great trick and I love it. Anyway, so the look of your booth I feel is really super important as far as helping catch people's eye. The second thing tip I think is really important is how you look. Okay, I have my red and my black on today because I like to match. I'm a little anal that way. I love to match my booth. And so just look nice, look pretty, wear your jewelry, wear your earrings and your rings and bracelet if you can, because how you look will actually depend if people walk up to you or not. I know that sounds really weird, but if you're wearing torn hole blue jeans and a raggedy Ricky Dale shirt, they're not as apt to walk up to you as they are if you look nice. Just wear something nice, okay? And have your hair done and your makeup done and just look nice. Okay. The third thing and the most important thing is to be friendly and talk about the concept. If you don't do any of the other things I tell you today, that is the key to doing a successful vendor event. You have to talk about the concept. You cannot stay sitting back in your booth, in your chair, waiting for people to ask you about it, because they're not gonna. You got to bring it up. And so I'm going to role play with Trudy here just a little bit and show you what I do. So I'll grab a necklace and I'll actually just hang on to it and I will stand out, kind of out in the middle here, waiting for somebody to come by. I mean, I don't attack them or anything, but somebody will come up to me and I will say, "Hi, how are you today?" And they'll say, "Good." And I'll say, "Have you seen Mialisia Versatile Jewelry before?" "Oh, you haven't?" "I'm not surprised. We're a brand new company. We're brand new to this area. So can I show you the concept of our jewelry?" "I'd be happy to show you." So all of our necklaces come with these 2 hooks and a connector chain. So it's designed to make it shorter or longer. Or you can take off the connector chain completely and just set that aside. And then you can create amazing different looks with just one piece. Would you like to see? So first of all you do is take it and go behind your neck with the hooks facing down. You're going to take one hook and go up and hook it wherever it's comfortable. Now you know how your jewelry sometimes falls into your shirt? That will never happen with Mialisia because you can place it where you want it to sit on your in this area. And take the next hook and go up and hook it into place, and you have what we call a double. I know, right? Isn't that great? And then I'll show her one more look, 1 or 2 more looks, depends how enthralled she is with what I'm saying. And then this one really, I truly believe this was the one that catches their eye. The double does catch their eye, but this one really does. And then I'll say, our favorite thing to do with Mialisia jewelry is to make bracelets out of it. So your bracelet will always fit. So you're going to wrap it around, hook it in place. You're kind of quiet today. Take it, push this back, wrap forward, take your other hook, find your first strand, and you're going to hook it there. That's what keeps it in place. Give it a shake, and you've got a really pretty bracelet. I know, I love it, right? It's so awesome. She's kind of quiet today. So anyway, she'll say, "Oh, that's really great." And then I'll say, "Why don't you come on in my booth and take a look at what else we have to offer?" While she's looking around, touching the jewelry, picking it up, women love to touch stuff and they love to pick it up. I will tell her everything is cash and carry today. You can take home your items. And they go, "Oh, what? That's awesome." I like to do cash and carry. If you want to just do orders, you can do that. If you want to do cash and carry like I do, do it. I love it. It's fun. They love the fact that they can take the jewelry home right away. And then I'll say, "Oh, by the way, our special today is buy any 2 necklaces, get 1 more for just $15. Oh. Another question they'll say is, "Well, what are the prices?" And I'll say, "Well, they have all different prices, anywhere from $30 to $60, and a few chunkier pieces are a little bit more. Just ask me. If you see one that you really like, just ask me and I'll let you know what that price is." I don't like to put price tags on the necklaces because I think it makes the booth look cluttery. And I am really sensitive to that clutter thing. So I don't like it. It stresses me out. If you want to put tags on your necklaces, by all means do it. But I mean, I have the names memorized. I don't have the prices memorized. I just grab a book quick and I look up the prices and tell them what it is. Okay? If they're not going to buy jewelry today, and you got to kind of sense that. I mean, don't be attacking them. Just let them look. Let them kind of mingle around a little bit. I'll say, Did you know that you can earn this jewelry for free when you get some of your girlfriends together and have a little party? You can? Yes. And then I kind of tell her a little bit about that. If she seems super interested in that, I'll say, could we book a date for you? I have these dates open in December. Or right now, I know that I'm going to an area that only has one representative, and Pierre is a pretty big city, and Teresa Beestrom is the representative there, but she's going to need some help because there's no way that that girl can get all the word out in that whole city of Pierre. So since I already know that, I'm going to recruit there. So I'm going to say, by the way, if you're looking for something in addition to what you're doing now to make a little extra money for the holidays, we are looking for help in this area. We only have one representative and she needs some help. Would you be interested? Always ask, would you be interested? Sometimes they will, sometimes, if they are, they'll, oh, well, make sure if they're kind of interested, even the teensy beensy bit interested, give them some information because they probably are. And so then I'll say, would you like some information? I'll give it to them. And then I'll say, could I call you next week? What would be a good time next week for me to call you? Always ask. People feel respected if you ask them. And so they'll either tell me Tuesday or Wednesday, and I'll say morning or afternoon. And then we'll get that all set up. I'll get their phone number and their name and where they live. And then I will follow up with them in the next week. Okay? If you don't get a booking, they don't want to have a show, or they don't want to sell it, well, maybe they want to get our specials. So what I do then is I will always, 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 even if I don't make a sale, hand people my card. I even just hand them my card when they walk on by, because you never know. They might find it in their purse later and go, oh, I should look into that stuff. And then right now I'm doing a little postcard like this. I had Vistaprint do these. This is, it says holiday sale. I'm using this to drive sales online. And so I'll give this to them. I'll tell them, go to this website. You'll find an awesome holiday sale there. You won't want to miss out on that. And I'll give that to them. Then I'll ask them, if you would like more specials that are upcoming, if you would like to give me your email, write your information down here and I'll add you to my email list. Okay? Some people will, some people, they won't. They're kind of funny about that sometimes, but assure them that you're not going to sell their email and that you're just going to send them the specials. And this is a really good piece of paper to have with you at your vendor events. Okay. Okay. Couple other little things and then we'll wrap this up. What about cost and what shows are good? Okay. It costs me in the state of South Dakota anywhere from $25 for an event up to $100 for, I've paid $100 for an event. Usually that's a 2-day event though. If you're doing just a 1-day Saturday event, $25, $35 I think is great. I do not spend over $100 on a 2-day event. I just, if it's more than that, then it's got to be like a fair. You're there for 4 days or more. And then what shows are good? That's a great question. You kind of just have to get out there and start doing them to find out which ones are good. If you go, I mean, you can kind of look into them and see. I'm doing one next weekend that a radio is putting on. And so I know that this is going to be on the radio. I paid $75 for it. It's all day. But they also told me that last year, 2,000 women came to this thing. That's going to be a good show. Okay, find out from them, from the people that put this on. Find out, well, did you do it last year? Yeah, well, how many people came through? Just things like that. And then a lot of times I make friends